Nearly 40 million people live with sleep apnea across the United States, and if left untreated, the repercussions could have a serious impact on your health.
Now, tech giant Apple is adding respiratory monitoring as a brand new feature on their watch to help catch the signs of breathing disturbances while you sleep. And joining us with more on this is Dr. Sumbul Desai, Apple's Vice President of Health. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks so much for having me.
Just walk us through this technology, because it is a little bit mind-blowing.
It is. It's so basically you wear your watch, and what ends up happening is we have an accelerometer in the watch, and it can measure minute breathing disturbances while you sleep. And based upon that, we can classify whether you qualify for a mild sleep apnea, moderate, or severe. We will notify you if you have moderate to severe sleep apnea.
So when you have the results, what do you do with it?
So one of the things that we really firmly believe at Apple is we want you to partner with your physician. So we provide a physician report, actually. So if you've been notified with sleep apnea, we have a lovely PDF that you can take to your physician that actually lays out how often you saw breathing disturbances and what you're classified as, so that they can then do the appropriate clinical testing.
But how do you keep from panicking after seeing the results?
Well, we spend a ton of time thinking about that, and that's something that's incredibly important. It's about bedside manner, right? So we have this voice where we really think about how do we provide the information so it's empowering and not intimidating. And so we provide you education. We let you know what you should do if you receive a notification, and what to do with the report, and talk to your physician about it.
And thankfully, we have our own personal physician here. Dr. Darien. What are some of the things that ways they can find that they have sleep apnea? Is there like signs even when you're awake, or is this only something you can see when you're asleep?
So there are signs both when you're asleep and when you're awake, and we can talk about how to spot those. Number one, loud snoring. It is so much more than snoring. Sleep apnea is when blood is cut off from the brain at certain points during the night, and that can increase your risk of long-term symptoms. Also, gasping for breath, restless sleep, or often waking up in the middle of the night for no clear reason is a clear sign. And then when you wake up, if you notice you're having morning headaches, if you notice you're more irritable, you're just constantly exhausted, you might have sleep apnea. Devices like this are so important because, as you said, an estimated more than 30 million people have this diagnosis, but it's only estimated less than 10 million even know that they have it. And this not only is so much more, again, than snoring, it increases your risk of chronic disease later in life, so it's really important to know if you have it.
Good for people to take warning of this all.
Absolutely.
Dr. Desai, thank you so much for being here with us today.